Assalamu alaikum. This is Pratusha Burwal. Welcome you all to the English news from BTV Chattogram. Let's begin with the headlines. WHO Regional Director Saima Wazed placed on forced leave for indefinite period as ACC files cases accusing her of fraudulence, forgery and abuse of power. Some issues revolved in Bangladesh-US second round of talks. All involved in connection with murder of businessman in Old Dhaka to be brought to justice, says Home Advisor. Country yet to completely free from fascism, says Fisheries and Livestock Advisor. US President Trump poises to deliver weapons to Ukraine through NATO allies. And PSG to take on Chelsea in FIFA Club World Cup final at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey of USA. Viewers, those were the headlines, so moving on to the details. Saima Wazed, the regional director of the World Health Organization's Southeast Asia Regional Office, SERO, has been placed on indefinite leave from 11 July, months after Bangladesh's Anti-Corruption Commission, ACC, filed cases accusing her of fraud, forgery and abuse of power. According to a report by Health Policy Watch, WHO Director General Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus informed staff via a short interim email that Putul would be on leave effective immediately. He added that Dr. Katrina Boehme, WHO Assistant Director General, would take over as officer in charge of SERO and is expected to arrive at the regional office in New Delhi on 15 July. The charges against Putul, who is the daughter of former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, relate to her controversial election as regional director. She assumed office in January 2024, but her candidacy was marred by allegations that her mother, then in power, used undue influence to help secure her victory. The ACC formally launched its investigation in January and filed 2 cases against her in March. The third and final day of the second round of tariff negotiations between Bangladesh and the United States concluded in Washington, D.C. yesterday. While the 2 countries reached consensus on a number of matters, others remained pending, according to a press release. Both sides agreed to continue interministerial discussions within their respective governments with the aim of holding further bilateral meetings, either virtually or in person, in the near future. A date for the next round of talks will be confirmed soon, the press release stated. Following the conclusion of the 3-day meetings, both Commerce Advisor Sheikh Bushiruddin and National Security Advisor Dr. Khalilur Rahman expressed optimism that a positive outcome can be reached within the stipulated timeframe. 5 individuals have already been arrested in connection with the murder of Lalchan alias Shohagh in Old Dhaka, and all involved will be brought to justice, said Home Affairs Advisor retired Lieutenant General Jahangir Alam Chaudhry. He made the remarks today while speaking to journalists after inspecting the Range Reverse Force and Dhaka District Police lines at Mil Barak in Old Dhaka. The advisor emphasized that besides enforcing the law, teachers, parents, and all members of society must come forward to prevent such brutal incidents. Earlier, during his visit to Mil Barak, the advisor gave immediate instructions to improve the quality of life and skill development of police personnel. Later, at a special welfare meeting of Dhaka District Police, he instructed the force to be fully prepared to ensure a free and fair upcoming national election. Also present at the event were Inspector General of Police Bahadul Alam, DIG Rizal Kurim Malik, and Dhaka District Superintendent of Police Mahmoud Anisuzzaman. Law advisor Dr. Asif Nazrul has stated that those involved in the brutal murder of businessman Shohagh in front of Mitford Hospital in the capital will be swiftly prosecuted and given exemplary punishment. He made the comments in a post on his verified Facebook account this morning. Asif Nazrul wrote, "The government is committed to the swift trial of the horrific murder at Mitford in the capital. 5 individuals involved in the incident have already been arrested. The police have launched an investigation with the highest priority." Emphasizing swift justice and severe punishment, the advisor further added, "The case will be transferred to the Speedy Trial Tribunal. Proceedings will be conducted under Section 10 of the Speedy Trial Tribunal Act 2002 to ensure the fastest possible trial." Fisheries and Livestock Advisor Farida Akhtar said, "The country has not yet completely freed itself from fascism despite the downfall of the fascist regime." Farida Akhtar made the remarks while speaking as the chief guest at the seminar titled New Thinking, Developing the Skills of Youth, organized by Shopna Bilash Vidya Niketan at the Paisala Auditorium in Chandonaish today. Chandonaish Paisala Nirbahi Officer Mohammad Rajiv Hussain presided over the seminar. Among others, Chandonaish BTV Chattogram advisor and Jamaat leader Dr. Shahadat Hussain, LDP Presidium member Professor Omar Farooq, former president of Chattogram Bar Association Advocate Nazim Uddin Chaudhry spoke as special guests. Following the seminar, a discussion was held at the same venue in the afternoon with officials of the Department of Fisheries and Livestock Advisory Services from the district and Upazila levels, along with local farmers. RAB Director General AKM Shahidur Rahman has confirmed that the elite force is conducting a shadow investigation into the Mitford murder incident. So far, 5 individuals have been arrested in connection with the case, 2 by RAB and 3 by the police. The RAB chief shared this information today at a press briefing held at the RAB Media Center in Karan Bazar. Urging the police not to engage in mob violence, the Director General stated that all those involved in the Mitford incident will be brought to justice swiftly. With the commitment to building the nation, National Citizen Party NCP is continuing its July-March program across various districts of the country. On the 12th consecutive day of the ongoing program, NCP leaders are currently in Shatkhira. They will head to Bagirhat next. NCP convener Nahid Islam, Member Secretary Akhtar Hussain, Chief Organizer of the Southern Region Hasnat Abdullah, Chief Organizer of the Northern Region Sarjis Alom, and Senior Joint Convener Samantha Sharmin, along with other central leaders, are participating in the March program. According to NCP Media Cell, the march will take place today in Shatkhira and Bagirhat. Besides, the NCP leaders will hold street rallies, visit the graves of martyrs, meet the injured and martyrs' family, and engage in mass campaign in various areas. Now, international news. Donald Trump appears poised to deliver weapons to Ukraine by selling them first to NATO allies in a major policy shift for his administration amid frustrations with Vladimir Putin over stalling negotiations to end the war in Ukraine. During an interview with NBC News, Trump said he will probably have a major announcement on Russia on Monday and confirmed he had struck a deal with NATO leaders to supply weapons to Ukraine. Trump's Ukraine envoy Keith Kellogg is scheduled to arrive in Kyiv on the same day for a week-long trip that comes after the U.S. temporarily halted weapons shipments to Ukraine as part of a Pentagon review of dwindling stockpiles of crucial munitions, including Patriot air defense missiles. Zelensky urges West to hit Russia with sanctions after a huge attack on Kyiv. The White House has now sought to distance itself from the decision, and Trump has suggested he is ready to greenlight a major military aid package for Ukraine via NATO, reversing a previous policy of rigid support to the Ukrainian government to force Kyiv to sue for peace. Israel is engineering a cruel and Machiavellian scheme to kill in Gaza, the head of United Nations Agency for Palestinian Refugees says, as the world body reports that since May, some 800 Palestinians have been killed while seeking aid. Under Alma watch, Gaza has become the graveyard of children and starving people, UNRWA Chief Philippe Lazzarini said in a post on X on Friday. People in Gaza have no way out, he said. Their choice is between two deaths, starvation or being shot at. Lazzarini was reacting to the Israeli military's killing of 15 people, including 9 children and 4 women, as they waited in line for nutritional supplements in the city of Deir el-Balah in central Gaza on Thursday. His comments came on another bloody day in the Strip, with medical sources reporting that 45 people had been killed, 11 of them near a GHF-run aid center in Raater. The controversial U.S. and aid Israel-backed GHF has effectively sidelined Gaza's vast UN-led aid delivery network since it started operations in May after Israel eased a more than 2-month total blockade on the Strip.